is scheduled to look like this. On the pole at Lone Jack, Missouri, driver of the Ultra Shield, Mike Timmerman, 10 Hall Power, Triple X chassis number 38. That will be Cody Baker. Outside your front row, he's from right here in town, driver of the Starline Brass, Kyle Line Builders, Jaeger Cycle, Peak Sport, and Spine. Angler Sports, Park Selector, Champion Brands, Ostrich, Maxim number 28, Jonathan Cornell.
Inside of the second row, coming all the way up from Odessa, Texas, he is the driver of the Maxim Chassis, Moss Racing Engines, Fisher Body Shop, FK Midwest, Hollywood Blasting and Coating, Compression Generation Service, Beard Equipment Company, Octane Inc., Blackbeard Designs, EE Systems, number 17, it's Josh Boffman. Outside of the second row, coming all the way up from Nixa, Missouri, he is the driver of the Maxim Chassis, Dynotech Racing Engines, Resource Assets Management Solutions, PPG Automotive Finishes, Color Vision, Surebelt Suspensions, Christian County Collision Repair, Bobby Lawn Care, Racing Boys, number 14, it's Kid Kyle Bella.
To your third row from the inside, out of Burleson, Tennessee, driver of the Performance Powder Coating, DMB Farms, Westmar, JO1 chassis number 84, that will be Brandon Hanks. And lining up 6 tonight, out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driver of the CSR Garage, Speedway Bending, Lucas Oil Products, Penske Shocks, CFH Company, Westmar, JR1 chassis number 52, that is Blake Hahn.
Inside of the next row, coming all the way down from Snohomish, Washington, he is the driver of the Eagle Motorsports, Scott Baylor Racing Engines, Oilfield Equipment Manufacturing, Quarter Electric, Young Tool Company, Speedmark, Competition Suspension, Speedy Auto Service, number 23, it's Seth Bartman. And outside of him, a past Chili Bowl champion, a past Indy 500 starter, coming all the way over from Noblesville, Indiana. He is the driver of the J&J Chassis, Moss Racing Engines, Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Impact Signs, Awnings and Wraps, Elk Grove Ford, Jonathan Burns Racing Engines, number 17W, it's Brian Clausen.
Going to your fifth row from the inside line, at a Green Valley, Missouri, driver of the KC General Store, FVP, CR Fence, Champion Brand, Ditzville Transfer, Smiley's Racing Products, MC Power, Charlie Gear Power, and Maxim number 21, Brian Brown. And lining up to his outside, at a Kansas City, Missouri, driver of the McCarty Motorsports, McGee Power, Triple X Chassis, Noble Powder Coating number 9M, that is Bobby Lane.
Inside of the sixth row, this young man currently sitting atop the Lucas Oil American Sprint Car Series National Touring Point Standings. He is a driver coming up from Glenpool, Oklahoma, driving the Triple X Chassis, Westmar Racing Engines, A-Rock Material, TNL Foundry, Factor One Racing, CG Martin Company, Rock Solid Utility Construction, number 95, it's Matt Covington. And outside of him, coming over from Higginsville, Missouri, driving the Eagle Motorsports Performance, Cars Plus Credit, Beck's Tree Farm, number 27, it's Danny Tolman.
Lining up in 13th, out of Collinsville, Oklahoma, driver of the Tiger Towing, Cooper Racing, Igla Machine and Tool, Melvin's Plumbing, Jeff Smith Powered, make that, Maxim Chassis number 86, it'll be Tyler Thomas. And to his outside, out of California, Missouri, the Hybreeder Foundation Service, Moss Power, J&J Chassis, West Main Pizza, Dave Burke Custom Homes, Pro Powder Coating number 4, Evan Martin.
Starting in that 15th starting spot, coming over from Perry Home, Missouri. He is the driver of the Maxim Chassis, Comstock Powered, Bones Cutters Body Shop, number 41, it's Scott Comstock. And outside of him, coming over from right down the road in Lamont, Missouri, driver of the Maxim Chassis, Westmar Racing Engine, Joe Close Farm Bureau, Lamont Community Bank, Dick Hutchinson Auctioneer, number 5, it's Matt Close.
Next row from the inside line, out of California, Missouri, the Midwest Speed Shop, Patriot Power, GF1 Chassis, Rick Blake Chevrolet, Shortworks number 75, it's going to be Brock Elliott. And to his outside, out of California, Missouri, driving the American Pride Hauling, Mountain Coaters Body Shop, Westmar, Triple X Chassis number 8, that is Jeff Wingate.
Inside of the 10th row, coming over from Jeff City, Missouri, he is the driver of the J&J Chassis, Salina Engine Development, Bryant Motors, Dorf and Fisher CPA, Hoffman Feed Services, American Family Insurance, number 96, it's Josh Fisher. And outside of him, starting in that 20th starting spot, coming up from Knoxville, Iowa, driver of the Eagle Motorsports, Fisher Racing Engine, City Vending, Sebastian Sandblasting and Powder Coating, Rod and Supply, Slate Shock Technology, Outlaw Wings, The Oil Medics, Bill W's Knoxville News and Media, number 2C, it's Wayne Johnson.
Row number 11 from the inside line. Out of Higginsville, Missouri, driving the Christie's Checkbook, Alabama Heating and Cooling, Rickwood Masonry, T&E Tire Services, the Dude Motorsports, number 33, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Alabama. And to his outside, out of Sunset Hills, Missouri, the Vacuum Works Global, Loyette Landscaping, Merrimack's Heights Collision, Butler Built Well, DMI, Speedway Motors, number 05 of Brad Loyette.
And starting all alone in the final row, coming over from Rushville, Missouri, driving the Eagle Motorsports, Kelly Ingolette Racing Engines, Momentum Suspension Systems, Velocito Uniform, Speedway Motors, Weld Racing, Bully Brand, number 42, it's Dalton Parsons. This time by, a salute to you the fans, ladies and gentlemen, your Speedway Motors ASCS Warriors Sprint Car. All right. Thank you, Sedalia, Missouri. Missouri's Cody Baker getting away early last time, and we'll try it once again. Their wheel off the line. So Baker leads Cornell by 2 car lengths down the back straightaway, followed by Josh Hoffman, Braden Hanks, and Kyle Bellum rounds out your top 5.
Off of turn number 4, your leader on lap number 1 will be the 38 of Cody Baker.
Down the back straightaway.
2 cars coming together over in turns. 2 cars coming together over in turns 3 and 4. One of them involved is the 86 of Tyler Thomas as the red lights blinking on as we've got 2 cars upside down going into turn number 3.
So we've got 2, Jonathan Cornell, 2 very young and talented regional drivers from right here in Missouri. So here we go. This time by, they're wheel to wheel at the line. Green flag in the air, we're underway. Cody Baker off the start. And he will lead the field down the back straightaway. So Baker enters turn number 3 with about a 15 car length lead over Jonathan Cornell, with about a 5 car length lead over Josh Hoffman.
At the line, it will be Cody Baker. In third and fourth, it is going to be Brandon Hanks. In fifth right now, it is going to be Kyle Bellum. Seth Bergman, Fastback bumper in the 6th spot. 7th is going to be Brian Brown. 8th is going to be Blake Collin. 9th right now is going to be Brian Clausen, with Wayne Johnson currently rounding out your top 10 as they come around to complete lap number 2.
Number 2, across the line, Higginsville, Cody Baker open his lead now to about a 20 car length lead over Jonathan Cornell. Now about 20 cars ahead of Josh Hoffman. Brandon Hanks about 15 car lengths back, running quick up off the pace. And the cars plus credit number 47 of Danny Coleman will bring out a caution flag. So Danny banging the hood of the car, a tough break for Danny Toman out of Higginsville, Missouri, as he is off the pace. And now trouble for Josh Hoffman in turn number 4 after the yellow flag. Josh Hoffman loops it around in turn 4. Green flag in the air, we are underway. Cody Baker goes through 1 and out of 2 down the back straightaway and opens up about a 15 car length lead over Jonathan Cornell. So out of turn number 4, it's Baker. Cornell gets a good run off the middle of 4 and slows the car. Baker, Cornell, Brandon Hanks, your top 3 runners.
Battle on the racetrack going down the back straightway. That will be for the 5th spot, the 14K of Kyle Bellum, the 21 of Brian Brown, and the 52 of Blake Collin. We're all right there on top of each other through turns 1 and 2. Now spread things out to turns 3 and 4. As your leader is the 28 machine of Jonathan Cornell.
And we've got a new leader down the back straightaway. Jonathan Cornell getting by Cody Baker, washed out in turn number 3 last time by. Baker has faded to that 3rd spot. So it's Jonathan Cornell, Brandon Hanks, Cody Baker, Seth Bergman, and Kid Kyle Bellum, your top 5. Now caution on the Speedway. Trouble in turn 4. The young man of steel, Austin Allenball, has looped the car around over there in turn number 4. for a snail's pace start, but he's on the gas now. Green flagging it. Air Wheeler back underway. So Cornell goes straight to the hub in one and off of two. A little rubber being laid down. Traction not very optimum right now. Cornell straight to the hub in three and leads the field off of turn four. Seth Bergman gets by Cody Baker. So it's Cornell.
Seth Bergman with the pass up to the third spot right now, trying to run down Brandon Hanks as he runs in second. Everybody, though, trying to run down the Kiowa line builder. Starline brass number 28 of Jonathan Cornell. As Cornell works off of turn number 4, he will complete lap number 6. So next lap, it is Cornell, Hanks, Bergman, then it is Cody Baker, then it's going to be Kyle Mellinger, top 5. Look to the inside of him, though, as here comes Brian Brown. Brown's going to crack the top 5 to the back straightaway. Bellum falling to 6th. 7th is going to be Blake Hahn. 8th is going to be Brian Clausen. 9th is going to be Wayne Johnson. Running at your top 10 is going to be the 4 of Evan Watson.
Turn number 2, Jonathan Cornell. A half a straightaway lead over Brandon Hanks, who has a half a straightaway lead over third place running Seth Bergman. Cody Baker running 4th. About 10 car lengths behind now. Bergman slow off the 4. Allowing Baker to close hard to that third spot. And Bergman gets back underway. So we are single file. Your top 5 runners. It is Cornell, Hanks, Bergman, Cody Baker, Brian Brown,
The drivers right now just trying to keep the car straight. Look out, your leader just took a huge tumble down the back straightaway. Jonathan Cornell in the 28 with a massive flip, and another car going down into the infield wall. That was the 38 of Cody Baker entering turn number 3. Cornell.
A tough break, Brian Holbert, for Jonathan Cornell was checked. Brian Holbert, I've seen enough of these races to know what I think's getting ready to happen. You better watch that 21 car.
We're back underway. Brandon Hanks in the 84 machine taking off the Seth Bergman in second. Brian Brown in that third spot. The car getting very tight underneath them as they work through turns 1 and 2. Gathers it back up as they go down the back straightaway. Loses some ground, though, to Bergman as he'll have the 14K of Kyle Bellum and the 52 of Blake Hahn now running at your top 5 as Brandon Hanks seeking his second career victory in ASCS competition here at the historic Cat-Line.
So Brandon Hanks leads your field a half a straightaway down the back straightaway over Seth Bergman, who is about 15 car lengths ahead of Brian Brown. Just over halfway home. Look out, Blake Hahn crosses up in turn 3, loses the spot. Brian Clausen cracks the top 5. Blake Hahn now running 6, Wayne Johnson 7. So entering turn number 3, nearly a full straightaway is Brandon Hanks over Seth Bergman, who still is about 15 car lengths ahead of Brian Brown running 3rd.
Brandon Hanks right now with just over a half a straightaway lead over the 23 of Seth Bergman. Bergman equal distance between him and Hanks as well as between him and Brian Brown. Brown sitting in that 3rd spot right now. In 4th, it is Kyle Bellum. Up in the 5th, it is Brian Clausen. Sitting in 6th, it is going to be Blake Hahn. 7th is going to be Wayne Johnson. 8th right now is going to be Tyler Thomas. Him in the 17 of Josh Boffin has nice that position up as Boffin's going to retake it down the front straightaway. It'll be Boffin, then it will be Thomas, then it will be the 4 of Evan Martin in the 33 of Austin Alibaugh. The 5 of Matt Close rounding out your field as your leader starting to run down the number 5 machine to put him a lap down.
So right now, Burleson, Tennessee's Brandon Hanks making his way down the back straightaway. A full straightaway lead over Seth Bergman, who has about a half a straightaway lead over Brian Brown. 5 more times around remaining, working a lap number 15.
Brandon Hanks by a straightaway right now over the 23 of Seth Bergman. Brian Brown continuing to line that 3rd spot, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all right there, just about bumper to bumper as they roll down the back straightaway. Just a couple of car lengths now separate them as they roll into turns 3 and 4 as we have less than 5 laps to go. Your leaders working by the 5 of Matt Close. Close staying up at the top of the racetrack as your leaders make their way by, trying to stay out of the lane. They move now. As Bellum continuing over Lawson and Hahn. Now side-by-side battle behind them. It'll be between the 2C of Wayne Johnson and the 17 of Boffman. Johnson with the line up the exit of turn number 2 will have the position.
So as your top 3 runners have gotten away right now, the battle for 4th, 5th, Kyle Bellum, Brian Clumpkin, and Blake Hahn going at it. Matt Bush right up in the mix of them, a lap down, shaking things up. Please stay green flag racing. Meanwhile, white flag will wave. Next time by for your leader, Brandon Hanks.
Off of turn number 4. He will see the white flag fly this time. Brandon Hanks 1 lap away here at the historic half mile, working around the 5 of Matt Close once again. He'll go a second lap down to your race leader. He will work down the back straightaway for the final time. A couple of weeks ago, he pocketed $4 grand with the national tour. Tonight, with the Warrior Region, he'll take home $5,000. Brandon Hanks is your winner in 84. The 23 of Seth Bergman will cross in second. Third is going to go to the 21 of Brian Brown off of turn number 4. Fourth place is going to go to the 14th of Kyle Bellum as he holds up Brian Clausen. Running at your top 5 unofficially. Blake Hahn in 6th, Wayne Johnson in 7th, Tyler Thomas in 8th, Josh Boffman in 9th, with the 4 of Evan Martin unofficially running out your top 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, he will come to a stop here in the front straightaway for the second time in 2016. He goes to victory lane with the American Sprint Car Series. This time it's worth $5,000. He's out of Burleson, Tennessee. Driving the walls, paint and body. Western Tennessee Livestock Supply. Hanks Motorsports, JR1 chassis number 84. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Brandon Hanks, your feature winner.
All the way up from Burleson, Tennessee. Give it up for Brandon Hanks. Great job, young man. I was just talking about what an emotional win it was down there on the national tour in the state of Texas. Now, let's do a little come unload and do a little regional racing this afternoon. You've just picked up your first Speedway Motors Warrior Region A-Main. How about them apples?
Well, never thought I'd win the national race before I won a regional race, to be honest with you. I told you that night we won. No, I just knew that whenever we were sitting out there watching the late models race, I knew it was rubbered around the bottom, and I knew as long as I was able to stay on the bottom and not miss it, I had a pretty good shot.
You know, the 38 of Baker, as well as Jonathan Cornell, Josh Boffman, all those guys starting up in the front with you, you had to feel blessed to be able to avoid all that carnage early.
Well, yeah, you're right. I was blessed to miss all of the carnage, like you said, and, you know, we got really lucky that, I hate what happened to Jonathan happened to him, but I knew that running around the bottom, we had to stay on the bottom, couldn't get off of it, and I was really I was just saving my tires the whole time. I never really gave what I really had. I was really hoping that Jonathan would get out front and just wear his tires out, maybe even blow one, and we could go by. But I just saved what I had and paid off.
I tell you what, you are pretty much in the heart of Southwest Central Missouri as he gets congratulations from Blackjack Brian Brown. There's a whole lot of farmers around here. You and your family farm your butts off day in, day out, so you can go racing. So you're right here in Victory Lane and a bunch of the closest farming friends you could have here in Central Missouri.
Well, if we get a bunch of farmers down there to try, we'll talk all day. I promise, we can do that.
I'm sure you got T-shirts for sale.
Oh, we sure do. Come on by.
All right, congratulations, a hell of a run. Welcome to Victory Lane here at the historic half mile.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Do me a favor, Sedalia, Missouri. Give this boy a warm Sedalia welcome. Mr. Brandon Hanks wins this afternoon at the historic half mile. Another well-deserved round of applause for this cat coming all the way down from Snohomish, Washington. Driver of the oil field equipment, number 23, Seth Bergman. Give him a wave. Give him a big round of applause, folks. Seth drove his butt off this afternoon. And much like Brandon Hanks, you had to be feel fortunate that you were able to avoid all that carnage early up front.
Yeah, I just stayed out of trouble early and kept the thing in one piece and kept the tires on. It was important. And Brandon had a lot more tire than me there at the end, and I had to let him go and just try to conserve so I could finish. And I'm not sure if I had 1 or 2 laps left in that tire, that's for sure. But hats off to Brandon. He did a great job and earned that. Stuck it out and saved his tires, and he was there at the end when it counted.
Well, we always know when we're racing during the day, especially when the wind is blowing, tire conservation is going to be of utmost importance. So with that being said, they dealt you a pretty doggone good racetrack as you could work with today.
Yeah, I felt like, for all the circumstances considering, you can't really expect much different. But race cars in one piece, and we ended up second today. So all in all, it was a pretty solid night.
It's good to see you, young man. We appreciate having you here in Missouri.
All right, thanks.
All right, Seth Bergman finishing in that second spot. And finishing third, ladies and gentlemen, I know he's got a lot of fans right here in his backyard. He loves this place. Give him a big round of applause. Black Tech Brian Brown finishing third today. And I kind of went out on a limb and made a prediction. It might have been after the racetrack went away with 5 to go. I thought maybe you would mount a charge, but then again, tire conservation, it was starting to lay rubber down.
Yeah, it was. We just kind of made a decision there on that red there that, probably our best bet to try to win this race was let them guys run their tires off and maybe win by default. But hats off to all these guys, Chad Morgan, Wyatt Burks, Michael Williams. They do a phenomenal job. I gave a lot of it away in the heat race, and it put us out of position. We should have been in the redraw with an opportunity, maybe start up forward. Maybe we would have, maybe we wouldn't have. But I really let the team down. I apologize, and maybe we got a little bit of it back. So just proud of our whole team: Casey's General Store, FEP, Impact Signs, Awnings and Wraps, Dittsfield Transfer, Champion Oil, all local people that really backed our team from day one, and they don't get to see us run too often. Ronnie Dittsfield's here, and David and Julie and their family. So it means a lot to come back here and run well and have my niece Amy in victory, not in victory lane, but on the front stretch here. And thanks for all you guys coming out. I know it's day shows can be long and drawn out, but if we want to keep having these shows, we got to have you guys come and support it. And we really appreciate it, and looking forward to getting back here a couple more times throughout the year.
And we always talk about you being ace in the hole, like we said here. We know how much you like this place and how much it means to you. With a 3-year hiatus, we didn't know if we'd ever see racing here again. I know it means so much to you, Mr. Olson and these guys putting a big effort together to bring racing back here in Sedalia.
Yeah, when the unfortunate accident or 2 accidents happened a couple years ago, I said that was it. We'll never have another race at the State Fair Speedway. And with Jerry Olson, really went out on a limb and really went to work and tried to get us. She don't like what I'm saying here. Went on a limb and really made it happen. To come back. And same thing with David and Julie for the Impact. They're a huge partner of ours, along with Dittsfield and all these people. The whole town of Sedalia, when this place is running, really backs it and supports it, and that's what it's going to take for us to continue to have 5 or 10 shows a year. So looking to get back. I don't know if a day show is the ideal situation, but you live and learn, and we'll take a 3rd place and go on up to Marion County next week.
I was going to say good luck for the remainder of the season. A lot of racing left to go up there at the Knoxville Raceway for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the ASCS on the national and regional basis, buddy. Great job.